So today I'm talking about an exercise that is helping to increase the sensitivity for different frequencies of energy and also help to increase concentration. So we start with feeling the energy between our hands. Feel the ball or field of energy between your hands. And first you can, with your breath, move your hands out and in and see how the energy varies, increases and decreases, condenses when you are breathing and moving your hands. But you're doing this just to get a feeling for your energy. And then after you tuned in, you stop moving your hands and just move your mind. So today we are tuning into the frequency of water, and this energy has the attributes of condensing, cold, and it is also connected to the feeling gate, so it increases also your ability to feel. So you fill your hands with this energy and feel how your feeling with the hands increases more and more. And you increase the ball of energy between your hands. And remember, now we are doing this just with our mind. Only if it's necessary for you, you can change again to the hand movement or tuning into the breath to help you get into the frequency, and then you stop moving your hands again. Then you take this feeling quality and move it all outside of your body. So in a layer like 1 or 2 centimeters around your skin. And you observe how you can feel through this layer. This exercise is especially nice if you're in nature, because then you have a lot of vital energy around you and it's easy to feel. Once you have established this feeling quality, now you increase the energy into a sphere all around your body. So slightly above your head, slightly below your buttocks, and left and right of your arms. And the sphere all encompass you. And it can be that you also start to see a sphere around you. That's wonderful. Just observe it. Because the eyes and the feeling, they go hand in hand. So if you start to see something, you can feel it more. And if you feel something, you can see it more easily. Then with your will, you condense the energy in the sphere. It becomes thicker and more condensed, more and more, until you sit in a really full ball of energy. Once you've reached this maximum, then you switch into observing the energy around you. So you don't have your will switched on anymore, but you are just observing the energy that you just condensed into the sphere. Once you can observe this energy clearly, then you start to engage your will again and condense energy into the sphere. So we want to switch rhythmically between observing the energy in the sphere and condensing the energy with our will. And the usual thing we tend to do in our life is to switch it on and off like this. But that's not what we want to do now, so we try to do it rhythmically and smooth. So once you condensed the sphere fully again, then just take a little bit out the will and switch on a little bit the observation. So the change from one to another is not abrupt, but very smooth. And then you increase your awareness more and more and step back from condensing until you're only observing. And once you're only observing, then again slowly we switch on the will and increase slowly the energy in the sphere more and more. But really take your time so that you have a smooth transition. So with every change, try to smooth the transition more and more out. So what it helps you to do is usually when we switch on the will, then we can't feel anymore, because it's only possible to do one, at least in the beginning. And if we do a smooth transition, you still have the frequency of the energy, so you can clearly tune into the frequency that you want to increase. So that's a way to get into tune with different frequencies that you encounter in nature, in your surrounding and landscape, in certain powerful animals and elements like water and fire. By tuning in fine, you can increase it much more than if you just switched on your will like this. So you will also increase the energy. And then again, because you will increase the energy, you will also feel more. And so on and so on. So for example, I'm now in the mountains and have this beautiful scenery around me. I can also switch into the frequency of the scenery, and by observing it, increasing it, observing it, increasing it, really get into tune with this frequency, make it my own, and also increase it. And then also remember it and store it in my body for later on. So to store it in our body, so one thing we can do is we can store it in the bone marrow, but you should only do this if you are doing a physically demanding exercise afterwards, like you're going for a long run, or you're going to the gym afterwards, you're going to MMA training or whatever. Then it's fine. You can use this energy because your body will use it afterwards. If you go to bed afterwards or don't do any physical exercise, you shouldn't store it in the bone marrow, because then your body can overheat and it can be very detrimental for your body. So don't do it. So you can play around with this exercise with many different frequencies you can find in nature. Here there are also eagles and other birds that I could tune into. And there are the rocks that are also very powerful, certain plants, trees.